Okay, oogenesis, it's the production or development of the egg cell. Now we said earlier that the egg cell already contains around 7,000 potential egg cells in each ovary. When a female girl is born, she already has 7,000 potential egg cells. The germ layer of the ovary divides to form two cells. One cell divides to form two cells. One continues to form the germ layer. The other is called the primary oocyte. Germ layer produces two cells, germ cells and primary oocyte. Now we are interested with the primary oocyte, which eventually forms the egg cell. Now primary oocyte contains 2n number of chromosomes. That's the complete number of chromosomes. It divides twice, just like spermatogonia, and that's meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. Meiosis 1 is a reductional division, and here a complete number of chromosomes divides to form n number of chromosomes, but it has two sets of it. Okay? And then it divides again, meiosis 2, which is equational division or mitotic division, where the 2n number is, it forms some case 2n into n. So this is what happens. Let's go to the diagram here. This is the primary oocyte, and it undergoes the first meiotic division and then forms two new cells. Now you may be wondering why there are two different sized cells. When the egg cell divides, during cytokinesis, during the division of cytoplasm, one cell hijacks almost all the cytoplasm of the other cell and takes it and becomes very large, forcing the other to become very small, and eventually this will die off and it's thrown out of the body. Now these cells, which are very tiny, are called the polar body. Polar body, I'll just write the bodies here. So all of these are the polar bodies, non-viable. This again, this is the secondary oocyte. Secondary oocytes, there are two of it. One becomes a polar body, the other one persists to become the secondary oocyte. This secondary oocyte again undergoes the second meiotic division, and it divides in a similar fashion, where most of the cytoplasm of one cell is taken up by another cell, forming a very tiny small cell. These are your polar body, and this forms the actual the egg cell. The egg cell hijacks all of the cytoplasm of the other cells in order to grow in size. It really needs to be very big, so that after the process of fertilization, two cells unite to form one. So this is fertilization, okay? And this cell is called the zygote. After the formation of zygote, there's going to be a large amount of cell division. So for that cell division, all this cytoplasm is required. So it hijacks all the cytoplasm for one reason, that is for this cell division that occurs after fertilization. So once again, there's a little difference in oogenesis and spermatogenesis. Spermatogenesis produces four viable sperm cells, which differentiate into a cell containing the head, middle piece, and a long tail. Whereas in the case of oogenesis, it produces only one egg cell, which is very large, and it is immotile, meaning it cannot move on its own. Whereas in the case of the male sperm cells, they can move on their own because they have, the middle piece contains a region where mitochondria is packed. Okay? It contains a large number of mitochondria here. And the secretions of the accessory glands secrete fructose, a sugar which is used by the sperm cells in order to propel itself forward. Alright.